I mean, they're hitting us with majorly fucking criminal weapons and killing people in really the most horrendous of ways. What do we do in response? And there was a debate about whether or not they should hit Basra, the big southern city in Iraq, or hit Baghdad itself to come back with their own weapons of mass destruction and just start killing people wholesale. And you know where that debate ended? It ended with no, we can't do that. Even though we're being attacked with chemical weapons and weapons of mass destruction, and they were alone, completely alone. The Soviet Union was supporting Saddam Hussein, all of the West was supporting Saddam Hussein. They were literally standing alone in that region and around the world, and they decided not to hit the major cities in Iraq. And the reason was it's not in line with our values as Muslims. Now you can believe it or not, but the history is clear. This nation has been targeted because it's not a fucking puppet, and it refuses to bow to Western imperialism, to a Zionist, Jewish supremacist ideology, which basically respects nothing but a slave. And it doesn't even respect a slave now, does it? So the ones that we're targeting, of course, all fit this bill. Libya. You can say whatever you want, I mean, I was pretty stunned that people, especially the left, fed into, again, this humanitarian war kind of idea. Are you fucking kidding me? So now we've got concern for the Libyan people, and we have to protect them from Gaddafi. If you know anything about Libya, you'll know that it was the poorest nation in Africa when Gaddafi took power. The illiteracy rate was basically near on 100%. It was very high. The poverty level was incredible, and it was a basket case, effectively. In the time that Gaddafi was there, it became the wealthiest nation in Africa. It actually provided free education, and in fact gave you financial supplements if you were approved to attend a foreign university. You were provided money as help to attend foreign university. Gas, cooking gas, free. Education free. If you wanted to farm the land, you would be provided land free and money to do it. An aqueduct, a water source was built through the desert, through the Sahara, leading into Libya. That was one of the engineering marvels in the world, quite frankly, to bring that water in. And this allowed Libya to actually develop its agricultural base and become relatively independent. For all you want to say about Gaddafi, he improved that nation tremendously. And I actually coincidentally was in Libya for about a month, just a month or two before the uprising there. And I spent time in the eastern part where Gaddafi was least popular. And I certainly met people that did not like Gaddafi at all. And clearly many great crimes. There was a prison that was basically everyone in the prison was slaughtered. I mean, there's some serious issues that occurred under Gaddafi. So again, I'm not suggesting that this man was squeaky clean, but we obviously don't have problems with tyranny, with torture, with gassing Kurds, or any of that shit, as long as you're in line with the policy. But when you're not in line with the policy, all of a sudden, anything that you've ever done that is clearly a criminal thing, now that just gets amplified a million times, and this is the reality. What Gaddafi was also doing, which was even more threatening, and probably the single most important reason why we did to him what we did and to that nation,